The Tortoise and the Hare, the world's most famous story of a race. Why has this simple tale, with an ending everyone knows, endured for 2,500 years to become a timeless classic of humanity? To understand this, we first need to look at Aesop, the creator of this story. In the 6th century BC, Aesop, who lived as a slave, could not voice his thoughts directly. Therefore, he used animals as his protagonists to critique human arrogance and folly. The story begins in a peaceful forest. The swift hare never ceased mocking the slow-moving tortoise. Care for a race? How could a creature as slow as you even compete with me? Despite the hare's provocation, the tortoise silently accepted the challenge. As soon as the race began, the hare dashed ahead until he was out of sight. Near the finish line, the hare thought to himself, "Even if I take a nap, that tortoise will never catch up to me." As the sun began to set, the hare woke up and was struck with horror. Far in the distance, the tortoise was already crossing the finish line. No matter how fast the hare sprinted, it was already too late. The forest animals cheered, and the tortoise smiled quietly. The lazy hare, his laziness was a symbol of arrogance, a total disregard for his opponent. On the other hand, what was the tortoise's perspective? Throughout the entire race, the tortoise never once looked at the hare. If the tortoise had focused on the hare's speed, he might have given up long ago. The tortoise's goal was not to beat the hare, but to reach the finish line itself. Though his shell was heavy as he sweated and took each step under the scorching sun, his will was even firmer. Through this moment, Aesop tells us a fundamental truth: he who has slow feet but never stops eventually triumphs over he who has fast feet but stands still. Modern society pressures us to be fast like the hare. However, the tortoise and the hare reminds us that direction and consistency are more important than speed. Rather than feeling anxious by comparing ourselves to others, it is about walking steadily at our own pace. This may be the very wisdom that Aesop, from 2,500 years ago, wished to share with those of us living today. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.